Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best seed starter kits in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 9. Quorum 10 Set Seed Starter Tray. We like a couple of things about the Quorum 10 Set Seed Starter Tray. It's great that each tray has 6 large cells, and the package includes 10 trays. Each tray is relatively compact, allowing you to move them around fairly easily and configure them however you'd like. Unfortunately, the trays are incredibly flimsy, so remember to be careful while moving them around if you go with this model. Although it's great that the trays are so small, they're also a bit wide for a windowsill or other smaller shelf. Sadly, our trials only produced a 25% survival rate of seedlings. Overall, we'd recommend going with a different model. Number 8. Jiffy Super Thrive Seed Starter. Our favorite feature of the Jiffy Super Thrive Seed Starter is that it includes an upper tray that holds the soil pellets, which sits inside a lower tray for draining. This is particularly useful for instances in which your growing medium retains too much moisture because you can simply lift the upper tray out of the lower tray and dump out any excess water. We are fans of these types of soil pellets. They expand quickly, and then it's easy to plant your seeds. The double layer tray helps with sturdiness a little bit, but overall these trays are flimsy. Although we like that you can control the humidity a bit by draining water out of the lower tray, the humidity dome is missing vents. Compared to the other kits in our side-by-side analysis, the Jiffy Super Thrive Seed Starter showed a low sprouting percentage per tray. After 11 days in our temperature and humidity-controlled room, only 19 out of 50 seedlings appeared. This model may be best left to veterans or people prepared to babysit their trays for a week or two. Number 7. Judith Bloom Self-Watering Seedless Tray. Perhaps you're in the market for a seed starter kit to be a permanent fixture in your home rather than something that gets used a few times a year. The Judith Bloom Self-Watering Seedless Tray is ceramic and offers a much less intrusive look than some other kits that appear to belong in a laboratory rather than a home. This self-watering version uses a reservoir that is easily filled through a hole on the top of the tray. At only a bit more than 5 inches wide, the Judith Bloom easily fits on most windowsills, and it is easy to move around thanks to its ceramic composition. Ceramic composition has its downsides. Although it's sturdier than plastic, it can also shatter if dropped. The Judith Bloom tray does not include a humidity dome, so you'll need to keep a close eye on your sprouts and seedlings in particular climate and weather conditions. Despite these drawbacks, we still love the look and simplicity of this model. Number 6. Burpee Self-Watering Seed Starter Tray. If you're the type that likes to set it and forget it, you might want to go with the Burpee Self-Watering Seed Starter Tray. Using a reservoir below the cells and a self-watering mat, this model ensures that your seedlings will always be evenly watered, taking a bit of the headache and babysitting out of the germination process. We found that 100% of the cells produce sprouts during our seed starting experimental phase, making the Burpee Self-Watering Tray a solid choice for beginners. As with the other Burpee models we've reviewed, the Self-Watering Seed Starter Tray kit includes coconut fiber pellets. Similar to other Burpee models, the pellets are a bit time-consuming and somewhat of a hassle. This may be a fun project for kids, but if you want to germinate several trays at once or plan on using your starter kit for professional applications, this may not be the best choice. This kit is best for those who don't want to have to keep a close eye on proper watering. Number 5. iPower Heated Seed Starter. Many green thumbs swear by using a heat source below their seedlings, but this extra bit of warmth is usually provided by an external heating pad. The iPower Heated Seed Starter eliminates the need for an external source of warmth thanks to its integrated, self-regulated heater. This model has a solid feel and construction compared to much of the competition. While some other humidity-trapping domes have their vents on the lid sides, the iPower has its single vent located on top. We found that top vents allow for excessive moisture to escape more quickly, allowing your babies to receive dry air if they need it. Our review process began by spending hours researching the top seed starter kits available before purchasing the most promising ones for various applications. We thoroughly inspected each model for special features, durability, and strength. We then constructed a miniature grow room using the same lights for every tray except for systems that had lights included. Unfortunately, the iPower heated seed starter does not include a growing medium. The propagation tray cells are somewhat of an awkward size, which means you'll likely wind up using soil for your medium, which most gardeners find preferable anyway. The iPower is also moderately expensive. Then again, you're paying for a heater too, which makes it worth the price. Number 4. Window Garden Seed Starting Kit. At only 4 inches wide and 10 inches long, the Window Garden Seed Starting Kit is perfect for a windowsill or other small area. We are big fans of the soil pods included with this model. They quickly expand after being soaked, and indents in the tray ensure that they stay in place. Once expanded, we found that it was easy to plant into the pods. This kit includes 3 trays, so you're still able to germinate a similar amount of seeds to many of the bulkier, gaudier models. During our seedling growth assessment, the Window Garden Seed Starting Kit showed a 100% survival rate, although the sprouts were not quite as big as a few of the other models given the same amount of time. The main drawback we found with the Window Garden Seed Starting Kit is that it lacks humidity vents. This problem can be solved relatively easily by finding a way to slightly prop them up, and it's easier to rig something up on these smaller domes than the larger models. Another problem we noticed is that the window garden requires that you use a specific soil pod size, so you'll be ordering more of this type if you use them. That said, if you'd prefer a different growing medium, you're simply out of luck. Despite these small flaws, we love that this model can fit into tight places and the pods are easy to use. Number 3. Early Grow Medium Domed Propagator. If you know that you're going to be using your kit repeatedly, or if you know that you're hard on your gardening equipment, then check out the Early Grow Medium Domed Propagator. This model is made of thick plastic, and Early Grow claims that it will provide years of use. Some domes have vents that are a bit cheap and sometimes pop off or are difficult to use, but the Early Grow vents are beefy and easily operated. If you want a complete seed starter kit, the Early Grow falls a bit short. With this kit, you'll need to purchase a planting tray or cups separately and provide your own growing medium. During our seedling progress observations, only 50% of the seeds sown sprouted. Still, we think the Early Grow Medium Domed Propagator is the way to go if you're seeking a kit with an extra sturdy tray. Number 2. Burpee Seed Starter Tray. The Burpee Seed Starter Tray isn't exactly the fanciest seed starter kit out there, but it's affordable, and it does a solid job. After 14 days, 100% of the seeds we sowed sprouted, though we must admit the seedlings weren't quite as big and healthy as some of the top models. We like that this version includes soil pellets, so as long as you don't mind using natural light and you're not worried about a heating pad, the Burpee Seed Starter Tray is a complete kit. Although it's great that the Burpee Seed Starter Tray includes a growing medium, we found that the task of moistening and breaking the soil pellets apart was arduous and time-consuming compared to other planting materials. This model lacks humidity vents, so if the dome accumulates too much condensation, you're going to have to get creative with propping the lid up unless you want to remove it. Despite these few minor drawbacks, we still think this is a great model considering the cost and performance. Number 1. Super Sprouter Premium Heated Propagation Kit. The Super Sprouter Premium Heated Propagation Kit is a superb seed starter kit. After 2 weeks of closely monitoring our seedlings' progress, it was clear that this model is the way to grow. Our Super Sprouter seedlings showed a 100% survival rate and were some of our largest and happiest looking babies out of all the kits we tested. We love that the Super Sprouter kit included a miniature grow light and a heating pad, and that the humidity dome has integrated adjustable vents to keep your seedlings not too wet, not too dry, but just right. There are a few minor drawbacks to consider with the Super Sprouter. This kit does not include a growing medium or planting tray, which may not matter for more seasoned growers who already have a preferred medium or tray, but new growers will need to choose their medium and seed tray separately. Also, this kit is pricey, but as it includes the light and heating pad, we think the price is worth it, especially if you don't already have those at home. This is an excellent kit, one of our favorites, and we'd recommend it to beginners and experts alike.